We are going to do a standing armature for this guy. I have had some requests, so just going to show you a quick, simple way to make a standing armature. He is, with his hat, he is probably about 18 inches tall. Without his hat, roughly, well, probably about 15, 16 inches. All right, you're going to need 14 gauge aluminum wire, and you're going to need 12 gauge aluminum wire and some 18 gauge wire, aluminum. All right, let's get to it. I almost forgot. You're going to need some wire nips or something to cut the wire, and you're going to start out with your 12 gauge, which I hope you can see that, which is your stronger, bigger wire. Now, if you're wanting to make, say, a doll that is going to be 18 inches tall, then you want to measure your longest wire, your thickest wire, the 12 gauge, to at least be 16 inches. Okay, if you're wanting something that's 18 inches. Because what happens when we are building our doll, it grows. Okay, if you're wanting something to be 16 inches tall, then you want to allow for 14 inches. Because it grows, even if, we lose footage, we lose inch when we are building the armature, but we regain it when we build out our sculptures. I hope that made sense. So anyways, go ahead and cut the length. This is for a standing doll. So go ahead and cut the length that you prefer and cut two of them the same length. Okay, so you have your two wires, your two stronger gauges cut. Now for this video, I cut these at 12 inches. Then you're going to take your other gauge that is not as strong. Okay, so this is a 12 gauge. This is a 14 gauge that I have here. The higher the number, the weaker the gauge. Okay, so it bends a lot more. You're going to cut this. I cut these at 12 inches, so I'm going to cut these at 11 inches. Sometimes I even go down 2 inches, but you can get away with just 1 inch. All right, so I take this and I cut this down because you want this to be smaller than the other one. So after you have all 4 of your wires, you're going to start twisting the smaller wire around the larger wire. And you just twist, 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 and keep going. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to make an X up here at the top where your hands go, okay? And you're going to make an X just like so. And then you're going to hold the top of the X here. And down here is where all the legs are. And then you're going to twist this like so. And depending on how big your sculpture is, this is going to be the back right here. Here's the arms. This is the back. And these are the legs. I went and got a black surface so y'all can see better. So anyways, as you can see, the legs look very, very long. Okay? That's okay because we're going to be bending and making loops with part of this. So let me show you that part. You're going to do it up here with the hands. You're going to do it with this side too. Make sure you put them in the same direction. Bend the little circle. Now you have 2 little circles. And you'll also see little nubs hanging off. I just go ahead and I cut those. Just be careful not to nip. Sometimes it's a little fiddly. And if it starts to undo itself, just wrap it back around and clamp it on there. And you're going to do the same thing with the feet. Okay, so with the feet, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make, instead of the loops going in like that, we're going to bend right there. And then, I'm going to get a different set of pliers here. Then you're going to bend it back on itself like that. Okay? You're going to nip off the little excess. And you're going to do the same thing with this one. Bend it and then loop it inward, just like I did this one. I looped it in. I'm going to loop this one in. Our armature. Now, this armature is not able to stand yet, okay? But let me show you what I do to make mine stand. I use a combination of two things. I'm going to take my 18 gauge wire, the whole wire, and put it in half, like so. Cut it. So now I have two pieces of 18 gauge wire. Then what I do is I make a loop like so. This is how I'm going to determine how big I want my foot. So I think for this little person, remember they get bigger, okay? I'm going to make, and this one was only for 12 inches, right? So when I'm said and done, this doll, after I attach the head, okay? Because the head is going to add some more inches to that. And then I put it on top of the foot. So I make this little X just like that, and I twist, okay? It's fiddly, I'm telling you. And it's kind of hard to do while I'm over top of a camera. So I twist and twist and twist. And then I bring it back on itself. I go down like this. Okay, so now we have something that looks like this. I twist it on this side. And then I start taking it up the leg. And I repeat the same thing on this side, but I go the opposite direction around the leg this time. Now, you can also do this with just pipe cleaners. Okay? So I go in and I tighten, I squish all this down. And there I have a bigger foot. And you see, this is going to be the heel. If you stop at this, is I take some floral tape. Floral tape is your friend. Doesn't matter what color, because you're going to cover it up. And then you're going to wrap the floral tape first on this side of the foot. Let me get it in camera. First on this side of the ankle towards the toes. You're going to wrap, and then you're going to wrap around the heel in the back, and then come back this way and go the opposite way like that. And then I just kind of start putting. The reason why floral tape is so wonderful, because it actually sticks to itself when you start pulling on it. So if you pull and tug a little bit, then it wants to stick. Okay. Now you can do the same thing with pipe cleaners. Then what I do, wool and needle felt some wool on top of this. Okay, so let's just play pretend that we're going to do this right now. Grabbing some core fluff. So I will essentially wrap core wool around, even back on the heel, and then needle felt this on. And I will not fill out the foot massively, just enough to give it some shape. Is I take a piece of cardboard and I cut out, so I'll lay down a piece of cardboard and I'll cut out the size of the shoe. On the bottom of his shoe, you see how I'm pushing like this? There's cardboard here. So all I did, let's pretend this was in here, and I cut out a piece of cardboard to the shape that I want. And I glue it on the bottom. For the head, I'm going to measure out with my 14 gauge. A pretty good section. I'm probably going to go a little over 12 inches. Because I like to have plenty of room. I don't want short necks. Bend this. And I like to leave just a little bit of room. So I will leave about that much for the head. And then I'm going to twist, 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 twist. This is going to appear to look like a long neck. I'm going to twist it again. Because when you start felting, it's going to eat it. I'm actually going to twist it again. Lots of times I've learned to keep twisting or my neck disappears. Then you're going to put it on top of the armature just like this. And you are going to wrap this around the arms. You can cut off the excess pieces here. All right. Now, there's another way to do a head. Say, for instance, you don't want to do the head attached. You want to do it separately. And I do that. This is the way that I normally do it. Or sometimes I do go ahead and attach. Once again, I give myself lots of space. Okay? I give myself probably for this particular, I give myself about 14 inches here. And I bend this, and you can really get it at a point. Space right there. Then I'm going to hold it and twist, 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 twist. Just keep on going. And this is going to be the shape of my head. This is going to be the length of my head. Okay? Now I'm going to undo this, and I'll show you this way. I wonder if I can reuse this. It's really tricky if you try to reuse wire that you've already bent up out of all craziness. Because the more you bend wire, the weaker it gets. And I'm going to attempt to do this. Let's see. Trust me, this is probably not the best of ideas because you weaken the wire when you undo this. So don't do what I'm doing. Now I'm going to leave a little loop here again. And then you're going to twist, 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 twist again. All right, we have that little loop. You're going to wrap this around just like we did before. Wrap it. Wrap it. It's okay if it's off center because you're going to fix all this. So here's your neck. All right. I'm going to cut this part off. I'm going to cut this part off. Then you're going to take your head and if you already worked it off to the side, that's fine. And I will tell you, I always start with the head. I work my head first. often before I even make the body, because if I make my head too big, then I need a bigger body. Or, well, that's the real reason why I started doing my heads first. Okay, so now you've got your head here. And you got it through the loop. And then you're going to pull this apart like this. And like I said, pretend there's already a head here. And you're going to wrap it around this neck. And then you're going to come down, and you can even wrap it around the shoulders here. I mean the torso. And do the same thing on this side. It's going to be a bulky neck, and you can wrap it around the arm. It doesn't matter. But you're going to have a good strong neck. Now, say for instance you got too many bumps in that neck and you don't like that and you want to straighten it out. You're going to come in and take your pliers and just push. Push it closed to make it smaller. And the other good thing is, if your neck is still too bumpy for your liking, then guess what? They can wear a scarf or have a collar, right? That's how you fix your mistakes as you go. The other thing I want to add is that you're going to want to put on your armature, you're going to try to snap off all the sharp pieces, but you're going to want to put masking tape. Listen to me. The floral tape on all the pokey bits. So put floral tape here, put floral tape here, and you can put floral tape around this neck as well, just for more secure. I often wait until I add my hands, and I have a hands video. I will link that at the end of this video so you can take a look and to see how to attach the hands. But often I wait until after I have my hands done, and when I attach it, that's when I put tape around this part for the hands. So that's your video in a nutshell of a standing armature. If you guys have liked what you've seen, or if you have any questions or anything that you need to ask me or tell me, let me know. Hit follow, and see you next time.